Hi everybody, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about something I've noticed on TikTok, and I searched around a little bit and found I'm not the only one that's noticed it. But I'm going to cover just one in particular. It's trad wives, which is traditional wives. And I'm going to be showing you a little bit of Nara Smith, who she makes beautiful videos. She's lovely. I actually love her TikToks. I enjoy watching her because she knows a lot of stuff and you can learn things from her. And there is great value in her videos because you're learning a lot from her. But where the videos are, well, I don't want to say the videos are flawed, but I just feel like some people may watch these videos and think, you know, that's attainable to live that way every single day. And what she does is, if you're not familiar with her, is she pretty much makes everything from scratch. Like in one video, she says, you know, they were out of toothpaste. So her husband, Lucky, he is lucky to have a wife like that. He makes toothpaste from scratch for them, which I think is really cool. And that's a good tool to have. That's good to learn. That's good to know how to do that. And in another video, she made him an Italian meal completely from scratch. Like she made the cheese from scratch. She made the bread from scratch, which isn't that unusual, but still cool. She made the, I think she made the pasta from scratch too, just all from scratch, which is beautiful and wonderful. And it's something, you know, it can be done every once in a while, but it's not an everyday thing. But she's given the illusion that this is an everyday, all day thing in our household, which if it truly is, which I seriously doubt, I love that. And I think that that's a beautiful, amazing thing. Because again, the videos are beautifully shot, but you have to understand, to make these videos, someone is watching her kids for her. And to make these videos, she's, you know, changing the camera angles and everything. And, but again, they are beautifully shot. They're beautiful videos, and I do enjoy her videos. And I think that she makes very, very high quality content. But it's not attainable. And I don't want people watching those videos thinking they're less in their life because they don't do this. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I made spaghetti and I didn't make the noodles from scratch, or I didn't make the bread fresh, or, you know, and these are all, I think, good things to learn how to do. And it's nice to do every once in a while, maybe bring the whole family in to do it. But it's just, I just don't think it's attainable, and it's unrealistic. And I would hate for people to watch these videos and feel like, again, like they're less than because they're not doing these things every day, all day. But anyway, let's share a little bit of her video, with one video. So I'm surprised she didn't slaughter the cow herself. But I'm just joking. That would get her dressed dirty. But she always also is made up and always dressed beautifully. I love all her clothes. Anyway, she's lovely and I love her videos. I don't want anyone to think I don't love her videos, and I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to discourage them from watching her videos. Because again, I think her videos are beautifully made. I think she makes very high quality content, and you definitely should watch her. But it's just like she makes the buns from scratch. And I'm sure that they eat this food that she makes when she makes these videos. But I'm sure that there are times when they aren't doing this. You know what I mean? But like, she made the buns from scratch. She made the pickles from scratch. She made these beautiful burgers. They're very nice. But the whole point in like going to a drive-thru or whatever and grabbing a burger, or one of the points is it's quick. It's quick, it's easy, it's done. And I think, and I just get this from her a little bit, I think she sees the humor in it a little bit. But at the same time, you're watching her, you are learning from her, because yeah, this stuff isn't attainable to do all the time, but maybe you can do it every once in a while. Who's to say you can't? But it's just, again, I don't want people to feel bad because they can't do this all the time nonstop, because her life affords her the privileges to allow her the time to do these things, even if just for TikTok videos. And I think, again, I think it's lovely, but I seriously doubt her whole entire life is like this. But she does do a beautiful job though. Let's look at another one.
This morning my toddlers woke up with a cough and a little bit of a sore throat, and I don't usually keep cough drops or traditional medicine in the house, so let's make some. Wanted to make lemon ginger and elderberry cough drops. I poured some honey into my pot and then moved on to peeling my ginger. Didn't want to use too much ginger because I didn't want it to be too spicy for them, so I just eyeballed it and then also added some elderberry and about half a lemon. You can definitely adjust this to whatever you want to do. After I added all my ingredients to my honey, I gave it a good stir and boiled it on the stove until it reached about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. In the meantime, I prepped my mold. Once my honey was hot enough and reached the hard crack stage, I spooned it into my mold. I had to work quickly because towards the end my honey began to thicken. Popped those in the fridge to harden quicker, and then when they were cooled off, I popped them out of their molds. I laid them on some arrowroot powder to prevent them from sticking, but you can also use cornstarch or powdered sugar. These were so soothing.
See that? Beautiful dress, makeup perfect, making homemade cough drops. For me, it is so much easier to just run out the door and go grab some, you know, but I bet they're good though. I bet they taste better than store-bought ones, but cough drops, well, anyway, but you're still learning something from her. So the benefits of her videos is you're learning something from her. They're beautifully made, so they're nice to look at, and it's relaxing. I think her videos are very relaxing because she's got that beautiful, very pleasant voice. But again, this just isn't attainable, and I think a lot of people watch TikTok videos. Like, I read her comments, and some people are like, why can't I be you? And stuff like that. And I know they're probably half joking, but you don't have to be Nara Smith, okay? This is just like, I think I've gone from one extreme to another. Like, I did that mom, the most hated mom, or the worst mom on TikTok, who feeds her kid donuts and applesauce for breakfast. And then we've gone to this mom who is just impeccable in everything she does. And I'm sure, like I said, her whole life probably isn't like this, but I'm sure she's impeccable at all times. There is a TikTok of them going to the grocery store together, and it's just cute. It's just them at the grocery store, and they're perfectly normal at the grocery store. But yeah, they're a lovely couple. I do highly recommend her videos, but you know, just don't beat yourself up that you can't be like her. Let's watch one more.
When making dinner tonight, I realized we were all out of our condiments, so I decided to do a little restock. Today we're making some ketchup, ranch, barbecue sauce, and hot sauce. So I started with my ketchup, combining tomato paste, some honey, vinegar, and water, simmering that on the stove before pulling that off and letting it cool. Then I moved on to making some ranch. I like a lot of herbs in it, but you can tone that down if you want. So I chopped up some parsley, dill, chives, and combined that in a bowl with some mayonnaise, sour cream, some whole milk, and gave that a good mix before adding in some lemon juice and cracked black pepper and salt. I adjusted the seasoning based on what I wanted before putting it in the fridge to chill. For my hot sauce, I chopped up some Fresno chilies, added some garlic, black peppercorn, and vinegar, and diluted that with some water. And then I simmered that for 20 minutes on the stove while I made my barbecue sauce. I combined the ketchup we made earlier with some brown sugar, vinegar, and some other seasoning, and letting that thicken on the stove. And once it hit the thickness I wanted, I transferred that over to a bowl to cool. I blended up my peppers and strained them. I was pretty happy with my hot sauce consistency since I wanted it more runny. That's how I prep some of my favorite condiments.
I actually I have done that before. I've made ketchup, barbecue sauce, and ranch dressing before. By the way, if you've never tried homemade ranch dressing, and I don't mean buying the ranch packet and some sour cream and buttermilk, I mean making it from scratch with fresh herbs and ingredients and mixing it with some mayonnaise, some sour cream, a little bit of milk. I think it's better with a little splash of buttermilk, but whatever you want to do. It's wonderful. If you haven't had ranch that way, it's a game changer. And I pretty much did my homemade ketchup the same way, but the only reason I made homemade ketchup is because I wanted to make homemade barbecue sauce. I had a bottle of wine we had gotten for a wedding gift. This was a long time ago, and it was getting old, and I'm like, it's getting too old to think. I don't even think we could drink it. Like, we didn't really drink wine, but I was like, I bet I could cook with it. And I thought, I bet that it would be great in barbecue sauce. So I made a wine-based barbecue sauce with my homemade ketchup, and it was yummy. It was beautiful. We made barbecue shrimp, we did barbecue ribs, barbecue chicken. I made barbecued cauliflower. It was just good on everything. And it was like the sugars kind of gave it a nice stickiness. It was just delightful. So if you've never made, actually do this sometime. Make yourself some homemade ranch and make yourself some homemade ketchup and homemade barbecue sauce. It is wonderful. It really is. And it really doesn't take up that much time. So this video isn't quite as unrealistic, except that her kitchen is perfectly clean at every step. But but yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. I think her videos are beautiful, and I do like her quite a lot. And she has a beautiful family, and her videos are beautifully shot. But I just don't want people beating themselves up because they're not like that. They want to live a life like that. I mean, so many people are like obsessed with living life a certain way that they never even appreciate the things they have. You know what I mean? Like, some people are so obsessed with getting every color of a Stanley Cup that they don't appreciate that they can afford a bunch of Stanley Cups. Or they're living beyond their means by getting a bunch of Stanley Cups when any other kind of lower price cup will do. You know, not everything, it's not all about a Stanley Cup. You know, it's not all about making everything from absolute scratch. Although it is useful to know these things. So you will learn from her videos. But, you know, she's always dressed so beautiful. And I would mess up all my clothes if I put my dressiest clothing on and went and, you know, made condiments and spaghetti and stuff. I would just be a mess afterwards because I make a mess. I always have to put an apron on. I have an apron. I got it at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It's I forgot what it says, but it's a villain apron. It's so cute, but I won't wear it because I don't want to get it messed up. So But yeah, that's it. Nara Smith, she's lovely. If you have any other TikTokers you think of that you think I should do a reaction video to, or want to discuss, or want me to discuss, go ahead and let me know. It's all good-natured here, I think. Let's see. But yeah, the trad wives, that's great if they can live like that, but I seriously doubt their entire lives are like that. But Nara Smith is the queen, and I think she's lovely. But anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.